All right. Today we have two work together. So on there, hopefully you can see that we have the video over the notes. You can highlight things. We also have some instructions again, just like 2.1. If you click on here again using Chrome, I think it works better, but you get the directions. I printed them off so I can close this so you can see my whole journal for the Cash Sheets journal. So I took these off, just some high notes. Columbus Hardware is our example. Hardware and lumber. 210 net 30 is our discounts that we're dealing with. Our sales tax rate is 7.5%, 0.075 is how we do that. We have CMs, we got R's for receipts, we got sales, we got terminal summaries listed here. And so we're going to have some transactions. Again, in Google, you'll have that section where you'll have the instructions, but we want to go through this a little bit. They have some information you can go through and read, but this is our work together. And so we'll begin. All right, we are in March, and it is the 3rd. And so what we're looking at and what we're trying to do is read this transaction. Record it. Receive cash on account from Andrew Holmes for lumber purchased on a sales slip 426 for $12,458.95 less the 2% discount. Receipt 445. Okay, so this is our receipt. So we go to Andrew's Homes, pops up. This is our receipt because we received cash, R445. We do put the receipt in there. And so then we're going to go ahead. General debit and credit. Excuse me, these usually don't get used this often. We're taking the $12,458 credit, $12,458.95, and it is lumber, but we need to figure out the discount. So we're going to take 12,000. I gotta get the right number. 458.95. We're going to multiply that by 0.02. And you're going to get the discount of $2,419, $2,409.18. Excuse me. Okay, and so then we will have. When it's not there, sorry. I thought I was at the last column. I wish I could make this. Sorry. So it's a little bit smaller. It only lets me see that scroll bar occasionally. Okay, whatever. So we're putting this discount that they're taking advantage of in lumber, and then we're subtracting that debit, okay, from the total so that we will get a little less money, right? The idea behind it is we're encouraging quicker payment. So the original cost was this. We took advantage of the 2% discount. We're getting a little less money back. Okay. And that's what we're working on here. Okay. March 4th, it says here, recorded cash credit card sales for the week, hardware, lumber, and sales tax. All right. So we got to put a check mark. It says check marks are V's, I believe. And we put little check marks there. And it gives us a number. Hardware 3,194.18. So 3,194.18. We have lumber that they give us is $8,418.69. You add those two numbers up, you multiply it by the sales tax in our instructions of 7.5%, which is 0.075. And we get the sales tax amount of $870.97. So how do we get this? We add this plus this and multiply it by our sales tax number. In the instructions, it says 7.5%. So 0.075. Okay? So then when we get to that point where we know we have all the sales tax, we're going to then put the amount $12,483.84 into cash. We record how much is hardware, record how much is lumber, the sales, we credit the sales tax, and then we're able to go ahead and debit the total to cash. Okay, the 7th. All right, it says received a check from Estate Housing for lumber sales slip 429.28 for $9,248 less a credit memorandum, less a discount. All right, so we know we're dealing with Estate Housing, and it is a receipt R446. Okay, and so we're just going to cover, this is transaction on the 7th, not the 7th transaction, but the 7th. Okay, so they tell us we have an amount of money of this item for lumber, $9,248.17. They brought a credit memorandum, which means they returned an item. They don't give us that number. I don't know if that's doing in there. Oh, it doesn't matter. So this is the actual amount after they had the original minus their credit memorandum return. Then we take the new figured amount times the 2% discount because they're taking advantage of the discount. So we get the discount of $168.30. We subtract that discount from the new amount, and this is our total. So then we put that, and so you can pause that and kind of look at that later. I'm going to continue. But we're going to put this into the accounts receivable for estate, and we're putting that number, $8,415.15. We're putting the tax that we found, and again, this is lumber. We found that discount, not tax, discount, $168.30, the 2% discount. And so the difference is the $8,246.85 is what we're going to get in return. Okay? So if we can bring that up a little bit so you can see them together. We had an original amount. They returned a certain amount of it. We had to figure that out. Then we take the 2% discount, place it in the lumber area. We got the accounts receivables, the big number, our discount, and then we encourage quick payment, so that is our cash now. Okay, so that's that. And again, you can kind of rewind, look through that if you need to. The next one is the 18th. That says we are receiving a check from Lyle Construction for hardware on a sales slip, very similar to what we just did, minus a credit memorandum and then taking ahead of the discount. So the first thing we do is we get into the Lyle Construction. We are receiving cash. It says $447, and we are going to go ahead and do something incredibly similar, except this one is hardware instead of a lumber. So we'll go, and again, shouldn't probably say transaction 18th. It's the 18th. But the original amount of the sales slip was $2,473.61. They returned $325.51 in the credit memorandum. So we find the new amount. This new amount, $2,148.10. $2,148.10 is the account receivable. Then we take that times the 2% discount for the hardware, and you get $42.96. So they're gonna save $42.96 for paying a little bit early, and that is a hardware discount. And so we're not going to get the total 2,000. Oops, I didn't write that number in right. 2,148. Excuse me. 10. We're not going to get that total amount. They're going to subtract the discount, and this is our cash debit. The 2,100 and I can't remember 514. I'm not even writing that. 2,105.14. Original invoice minus the credit memorandum gets you the new account number, We multiply that by the discount to be able to put that in the hardware, subtract, and this is our cash debit, $2,105.14. Okay? So a couple steps they give you, advanced accounting. They're not making it easy on you. We're going to do the check marks for the 22nd. Again, they're asking us to record cash credit card sales. When we do this, we can do this pretty quickly, hopefully. We have a hardware of $4,184.94. We have a lumber of $6,148.71. We add those two numbers up, multiply by 0.075, the 5.2% sales tax. You get that number, and add up those credits, and you will deposit $11,108.67. Add these two numbers that are given up, multiply by 7.5% sales tax, add them together, that's your debit. Okay? So then you have the last day of March, this is the 31st. You'll type in totals. It's always the last day of the month, so it's totals. I can't remember if we need to put V's there. We're putting nothing here. I don't think we need to put anything, but I'll double check that. You can put V's there because there's nothing there, so we're not posting any totals there. Okay. Then we'll put the totals here. So this is $23,022.20. This is $1,645.99. This is $7,379.12. This is 14,000. Excuse me, 567.40. This is 42.96. Clearly, you add those two numbers. It's 417.80, 417.48. Excuse me. And then the cash that you're posting for that month is $46,154.27. Okay. Now, when you're done with all that, then you'll post. You'll post these accounts receivables individually. So Andrew Homes here, Estate Housing here, and Lyle Construction. They will go here. Actually, that V don't go there. This is actually TS12, and this is TS. I did this wrong. TS13. Excuse me. You won't post those TSs, but you will post each one of these account receivable individually. Then you will post all of the totals individually. And what you'll end up with, posting-wise, will look like that. You might have to put a 0 there. We'll double check that with our MindTap to see if we have to, when we do those zeros, if it's left blank or not. Debits to debits, credits to credits. When you get the sales tax, if you got to subtract, you got to add, whatever the case may be, we're kind of set up pretty well. So that's it. Thanks.